Laughter to me is one of the greatest gifts we can give and receive as human beings. I first noticed it during the funeral for my grandfather. He was an old military vet and one who didn't look like he could crack a smile to save his life. Yet me and my sister had some of the best times of our early childhood at the farm he owned down in Florida. So at his funeral, I was 12 at the time. I wasn't allowed to cry as I was a man, so I could only look down with my fists clenched and try to choke back tears. Yet one of my uncles saw this and tried to rectify this with a joke, where he made a joke about the habit of my grandfather drinking his homemade V8 juice, which was a concoction of all of the green leafy vegetables in the supermarket with every fruit he found and threw it together in a blender. We all remembered that drink and smirked and laughed about it. And then we were started remembering some other habits he had too. Like when we played Rummy Cube, which is a turn-based game, he would take 4 to 5 times longer for his turn alone. And we actually instigated a rule just for him in that game. And that's after that we all laughed far too loudly for the situation was, but it helped to remember the good times with him as well at that time. That's when I first began to appreciate the strength of laughter. Its power to me is rather interesting because it's shared between the one laughing and the one being laughed at. And I say that because the laughter denotes a purpose and a feeling to both the recipient and the one who is laughing, and if they don't both agree on it, then it can go either way in being good or bad. Laughter can be just as harmful as it can be helpful to people, and it's truly the closest thing we have to a universal language, and that's why it's really interesting to me because we can all laugh regardless of age, gender, or race, and nobody is immune to its power. If you smile, you can force smiles onto other people, and that's what I find true about laughter as well. It just chronicles the greatest strength of people to me, and it's our ability to adapt and change and grow. And this is what I believe in, and I believe in the power of laughter.